Hello Tech Genius, I am Ravi. Have you ever imagined a place where learning is as dynamic as the technology shaping your world? Then here's a deal. With iMatix, you can make sure the learning is exciting, impactful right from the beginning. You have interactive sessions with expert-led courses. In the world of tech, from data science to cloud computing, it's not just about a session, it's about doing, building, learning by solving real problems. So let's get started. Today we are going to start with staffings in Workday. Staffings in Workday. What is meant by staffings in Workday? We have 4 concepts that have been available in this. Concept number 1 is what are the job profiles and what is meant by job families and how to create them. Different types of staffing modules and what are the positions, job versus position coming to. Here I would like to help you people. There was a 2 type of families we are going to create in the organization. One is family job families and other one is job family groups. Coming to the job profilers, what is meant by job profiles and what is meant by job, family and family groups. Family groups has been not mentioned in this course content, but we have one of the topic in that. Coming to the point on here. What is meant by job profile? Can anyone answer me? If we join any of the new organization, is really the only one designation is organization is going to hold it. If any, take it as any startup company in the market. They have multiple designations, multiple positions in their organizations. In terms of each and every department, there was a new positions and new names of designations like HR team, training team. We've seen a lot of designations in between. Am I correct? How to create a job profile and what is meant by job profile. We are going to understand, and I'm going to give a differentiation between job and position. Before we're going to start the session, better I'm going to start with the, to give it, I'm going to start only the staffing in Workday. I'm going to start with from the last point, jobs and positions posts that will go up. Coming to the jobs and position, what is your understanding one by one quickly? What is your understanding about job versus position? Job is the kind of work or the action we do in regards to a particular process. But position is mostly related to designation we hold in. Thank you. On the level in the company. Good, good, good. You are almost rich. Very. I appreciate it. Next is going to try. iMatix job is basically in a very generic way of any description of any particular designation. We can say that, but in position it's a kind of a profile which we hire in a single or in a higher level. We can say that like if a job we can hire 3 or 4 engineers, but for position we can hire for the CEO or something higher position. Very good. Anyone else who's going to try? Job is the task that one will perform within an authorized organization, destination. Good, 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 good. Coming to the staffing. Yes. That's me, Suraj. Job is all about roles and responsibility, what we will be performing in the company, and the position is all about the designation. Thank you very much. Coming to that, today we are going to understand what is the difference between jobs and position. First of all, please read the complete sentence from we have in two types of staffing models from position management. All these points and below the job management of all these points. Just tell me what is your understanding while reading this topic. I'll explain you later. Anyone is fine, not multiple members. Namrata, however, you was trying to answer my question, but yes, you have an opportunity to conclude it. In terms of you talking about job and profiles, families. Yes, very good, absolutely. You got my answer. Go ahead. I think in the profile, if we are talking about the designation, then the hierarchy that we are talking about, like will be reporting to whom, and that family we are as per. This is what I'm trying to ask. Or in the positions, like in the grade system, that they suppose a letter G to G1, like that way. No, not like that. First of all, that sequence is not comes to our head as a workday. It's a consultant has the background. Employee doesn't get those opportunity to do that. What is my position and what is mean by job criteria is very simple. Who is the job? What is mean by job management? In essence, all the employees see whenever he was going to hire a team leader, whether he was going to hire a team leader in the job description or he was going to hire I need some person who will take care of as a team leader in my organization. You will give a proper title for the team leader. Am I correct? Whenever he was going to hire a normal software engineer like L1, L2, L4, how he was going to hire? What is the process of hiring? Don't explain the HR process. What is the process of title? We are going to much like software engineer, senior software engineer, like that. No. Whenever he was going to hire an basic L1 software or L2 or L3, L4, whatever the levels, he was going to specify the tool name. Am I correct? I need an IT software engineer level 4. I need a Java developer level 1. I need a Salesforce cloud platform coding person level 5. Like the specification of the tool name, you are not going to indicate the L1, L2, L3 software engineer designation or that. We are going to recruit based on the tool. Am I correct? But coming to the managers and team leaders and assistant managers, SMEs, this all people was going to be hired based on the designation. That is the difference between position management and job management. It has been very simple. Position management is like you were all people was in the job management, position management. Have you tried? I haven't this nation of my level. Let's call it as an position management. Coming to the job management, the people who is working with my ideologies. My ideology is nothing but my organization required. Am I correct? But in the organization, we don't have any job family like we usually do by the designation and position. No, I did not get your answer. Could you conclude it? What exactly was tried to explain? You were saying in the jobs family, but how we can like in the jobs, like we can identify the particular role and responsibility. Usually we just call them from proper with their designation. That's what our level of understanding much far of many years. But now we are in the back end. We need to understand what is meant by position and what is meant by job management. What work they're going to do. We have to, on the basis of that, we'll divide the job families. Definitely these different sessions, why we are going to explain in the sense, well, they cannot give the each and every company. They have their own infrastructure in the market. Am I correct? In this, they have their own infrastructure. Every company, I cannot create a new things for that company purpose. Like if you take it as an example, IBM is having some, 5 designations of new designations. The designation name called exposure. The Accenture was also going to maintain those 5 designations on the same name? No, definitely. They may use any other names. Instead of forgiving and creating a new things for each and every company Workday, what the thought process is giving to the audience. I'm going to create in 2 lines to you. I'm going to create in 2 layers. One layer would be a position management. Other layer would be a job management, position management in the sense from CEO to less mid-level people. All the job descriptions will become under the position management. Job management in the sense the marketing executive, sales executive, support executive, software engineers level 1, level 2. All these people will settle into the job management. The second case is very easy, has a back end to us. Instead of finding this guy whether this day was in, the job management and position management. I will show you how to do the things for the position management, how to do the things for the job management. Ongoing process to people. For that reason only, if I start, what are the job family groups, you may get confusion. I started from the reason I started first giving a clarity, a staffing model. This is all about to create a job descriptions. To create a position, giving a different types of job. Staffing model in the sense how many types of job descriptions. We are going to creating another. How to create a job family groups. We are going to understand before we are going to handle a staffing module, staffing moments. First, we need to go to our organization supervisor. Then we need to start creating a job descriptions. Thank you now is visible to you everyone. Thank you very much. Yes, coming to that, before you is going to create any job descriptions, you should understand very clearly which team you are going to creating. What are all designations? Are you creating to the designations or tools? What is mean by designations and what is mean by tools? Designations means it's a position management tool set. Tool-based related is all about to the job management. Before we are going to do that activity, we need to go to our supervisory organization. What is our supervisory organization? Is Suresh. I don't have the Suresh. Yes, I got the Suresh option on here. I'm tapping on to the Suresh. Here's my subordinator. Before I'm going to do the job management or position management, whatever it may be, first I need to go to the staffing. Under the staffing, what is the option? It has been selected under the staffing module. Position management. You need to decide it yourself. Are you doing for the job description to the position management or job management? Yes, I'm doing for the position management, and directly I'm going to tapping onto these three action dots. Going to the staffing under the actions. We need to go to the actions. Under the actions, we need to go to the staffing. Staff. What is that? Staffing under the staffing. We need to tap on to the create position. How it happened to the create position? Once we tap on to the create position, we got the complete details on here. Look at the details. Whatever the details we have it in this. Software, the three blocks is very much important to us. Before you was going to creating a job description to the position management. Can anyone tell me which position you would like me to create a job description? Suggest anyone? Pick HR assistant or assistant. Can we do HR manager instead of assistant? Pretty nice. Go to the position request reason, have a tap on this option. Once we tap on to this option, we are going to tapping on to the create position. Option on here. First option, tap on this. In this, we are going to select create a new position. Here you're getting A1 backs on the live tenant who doesn't get this option. Since this is a training tenant, you may getting A1 backs in the live tenant. You will get only the create positions. Create positions for the new position clear. Have a select the first option, and coming to here, the job title you need to mention. Since our team member has referred HR manager, how many managers you wanted to start with? Number of positions. I am selecting N2. This block is very clear to you people. I selected for the position request reason. I'm hiring a new employee. For that, I'm selected creating a position for the new position hire. And I given a job title is HR manager. Number of position is 2. Coming to the hiring restrictions and qualifications. Qualifications we'll look in a few minutes later. Hiring restrictions. We have it available. Data availability date, earliest hire date, availability date. We are going to enter on here. That means start date and end date. Start date I am giving in today's day. And end date for 2 managers, since many HRs we have in the training session. How many days to hire it to try to HR managers? How many days is required to people? Any? Depending on the process, but I think we can get the time of at least 45 days, 30, 45 days. Can I take 1 month? I take it. Coming to that, no job restrictions. Please do not enable this blogger. No job restrictions. We will only give further, to the CEO option, not to all the employees. If any specifications we received from the respective department, then we need to give an enable to the no job restrictions. Otherwise, 99% is we are not going to use, whether if it is in live tenants or whatever the tenants in the organization was using. Coming to the job family. In this job family, group M, we are going to directly tapping on to here, HR manager. On here, I need to select an HR job family on here. Under the HR job family, what are the options I received? HR manager, business analysis, and job profile related activities. I clear whenever he was going to hire an HR manager, you need to select the HR job family under the job family. This is very much important, guys. Coming to the job profile, go to the recent. Here you can enter directly H. In that you can select HR manager HR003. This will not reflect it in the live tenant. You will only get on HR manager. Coming to the job description, I have another question, Namrata and other team members. If I get a request from the operations, job description related activities. If any information I did not find it in the database, with whom, which department I need to get back. You need to get back to like that person or the recruitment department. I cannot go with the recruitment department. I need to. If I receive the request from the operation, I need to check with the operations team person. If I receive from the request from the HR, I need to check with the HR. We have all the departments are handprints. Everyone can reach us who is in the designation level. If who is in the level 1 software engineer, level 2 also, if they're having any technical issues, they can also reach them. There was certain limits and restrictions have of all the departments. But before you receiving any criteria from any individual department, first you need to check whether you have all the details or not. HR manager job description. Rish, I have a question here. Go ahead, Kuzma. Initially, when we were talking, we said like initially we would go in the level of L1 and L2 when we are doing a job. We would also have our team leads apart from the team where we are getting requests from. As the initial L1 and L2, can we directly mail back to the concerned people, or like you just mentioned that we will have to loop in the leads? Should it go through our team lead, or we can directly do that? And my another question here is 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. It's a very interesting question which helps a lot of other people who's having concluded also. Coming to this point, whenever you receive a request in the inbox, you have the authority to reach any department. First point has a Workday HCM consultant. Either you can reach them through a Avaya or you can be through Outlook of your email. but you cannot reach them through your Workday instance. Software instance, you have certain restrictions based on your level of utilization. Yes, definitely. You people just remember one thing: any kind of criteria related requirement of details at Workday HCM, we should get the complete details from the respective person. If we did not receive, we need to check that. If he did not loop his, supervisors or subordinates also, you have the authority and rights to ask them to loop. Go with your second question. That's it. I was just thinking if we should go through our team lead and then do it in the initial phases of our L1, L2 level, or we can just directly go at. I think your explanation answered both my. Anyone having any questions for the job description? I selected these options, and coming to the roles and responsibilities, I'm going to take these roles and responsibilities of these points. Post completing these activities, have a good copy and paste. Check all these points, and you can see here bold and underlines and font sizes and colors you can able to do from here, and the bullet points you can able to utilize it. And if you want to give any attachments, you can have a tap on this link and you will do an attachment, or same if you're having any PDF files or in this blogger. Post completing, come to the location. Once you selected your supervisor, Suresh, by defaultly the supervisor is going to give a torch bar to your particular branch. Automatically your location will be going to selected on same time. I'm type. If it is India, definitely we have no choice to work, as in fact in any software companies we will sell it at full time. Coming to the abroad, we have an option called to work at 4 to 5 hours in a day. Let's call it as a part-time. We can directly sell it here part-time, and immediately you can see the changes in the FT blogger on below. I will explain you coming to this point. Worker type. Here you need to sell it as a contract worker. Cognizant worker in the sense contract worker. You need to select contract worker over there, and you need to mention here worker type. Under this worker type you have in three types of things. Self-employed test will be not appear in the live data. I repeating you, self-employed test will be not appear in the live data. You will get consultancy contractor, vendor, consultancy in the sense pay and take candidates. If they refer the candidates, we will pay a certain amount. Excuse me. Consultancy in the sense we will get the candidates from the exposure consultancies. We will pay. If the candidate has been selected, we will pay to the consultancies certain amount. To them, coming to the contractor means we are going to hire the employees from the consultancy with the 1 year, 2 years or 6 months contract related area. Vendor in the sense we give in the complete payroll option to the particular vendor. We will give the complete payroll option to the particular vendor, like he is going to be work to the essential private interest. He is going to enjoy all the benefits like essential employee, but the payment is going to be credited from the third party vendor. Understand, payment is going to credit from the third party vendor. Let's call it as a vendor. Now whichever the option, you go into selected. That's completely depends on the team who's going to providing to you, or the requirement is going to provide it to you. As of most of the cases, I will get either vendor or consultancy only. I'm just selected as a consultant. Coming to default, weekly login hours is 40. How many default weekly hours is 40? If I give in the 40 hours weekly, 40 hours nothing. But I'm going to cover 100% efficacy over here. Am I clear? I get the full salary, but here I selected as a part-timer. Instead of 40 hours, if I work 20 hours is enough to my criteria, I will get immediately the FTE is going to be changed 50. If I give in a 40% is on here, my FTE is going to be 100. It depends on your salary clustered from here. FTE in the sense full-time employee. Am I clear? The schedule, as I'm going to mention, is 20. For this job description, FTE is 50%. Based on the FTE, I'm going to pay to the employee whether I need to pay for the full salary or half salary. Critical job I need to tag, difficult to fill. This is your feedback to Workday, whether is this chat too very difficult to fill or easy to fill. Available differ overlap, just have it. I know this option will be not available in the live tenant for training tenants. It's going to be available due to multiple job descriptions. We are going to create it. And coming to here, the proper body of the email is very. This is what I put the part. Coming to the full time, if it is full time, I'm going to tapping onto these three dots, selecting has on full time. And under this contractor worker, I'm going to tapping on employee, and I'll get a new blogger. Subtype immediately. I'm going to tapping on this blogger worker type on here. I need to select my regular. What is that? Regular employee. Is my regular employee on? Most of the organizations few employees, they will call off a few employees. They will call on means organization is going to be under created off road in the sense window or consultancy. Post completing your body of the email, come to the top and come to the qualification and go to the qualifications bucket. And at this qualification bucket, let's see what options we have: skills, education, languages, certification, work experience. Competitions and responsibilities. Training responsibilities already be given in the job description training. This is no one is going to be an updated if any condition was being there. If first training has been passed, then only is going to be sustained in the organization. For that cases, we need to replace the services. But coming to here, we can start from the skill. Have it happen to the skill. In this you can able to see, first is required. Have it happen to the required. Since we are going to doing a HR manager, I'm going to tapping on to the by category. Under the by category, I'm going to advanced level. Under this advanced level, I'm going to identify whether my HR manager is there or not. Yes, here my HR manager is there and selected directly. What if it is I don't get my HR manager, or that what I need to do? I need to tap on to these three action lines. I have an option called create a maintain the skill. How it happened to this option, everyone? Mention your skill name. Manage. category. You need to select skill category. Under this, you need to select as an advanced and post that. Do not tap onto any blog is a duplicate of just tap to. In this case, you can have an opportunity to maintain your skills up to 1000 keywords. Up to 1000 keywords. You can enter whatever the skills it shows. How it happened to. Immediately it will appear into your required area under the qualifications. You can see here HR manager. And coming to the education, like that you can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many skills you would like to add? You can able to add up. It depends on your requirement. I'm just showing you one clear. You can have it up on this if it is required. If it is not required, have it up onto the minus. Education. Tap onto the required. Select your degree here. If you people based on from the India, you can directly enter IND. Go with my country. Select your India. You will get the complete education system related to the India. If it is an abroad, you can select based on your country and you can pick it up. Your country education systems are there here. I'm selecting B. Same process for all the countries, but few countries, there was a few education terminology. This is going to be changed. Under the fields of study, I'm going to select my business administration management. Coming to the languages, I would have all this place for tap on to the required. Tap on to the languages. Enter English. Most of the organizations will only prefer for the English except Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, these countries. Select overall. Fluent on this. Coming to the certification, in the certification, tap on to the required. Select country. IND India. Select India. Certification. Go with global. In this, select your HR manager related certifications. If you are looking any Six Sigma certificate or any other certifications you are looking out of from here, you can select those significant certifications from here. I hope everyone was being aware about Six Sigma green belt, yellow belt, black belt, all these activities for the certification purpose in India. If you don't know people, just Google it yourself. What is mean by Six Sigma? You got to know it. Work experience. Have a tap on this plus part. Tap on to the required. Go to the all. Select how many years of experience you are looking out of this manager. I'm looking current 5 years of IT HR manager experience. On here I can select the same 5 years, but unfortunately I'm getting no data. But numerically I can enter 5 and I'm just tapping on to that enter. Since I did not receive it, that's fine. You can leave it as an empty of experience 11 block 2. Here is the mandatory work experience. And coming to the commutations. Have a tap on to the required. Select here. Go to the Configure, Commutation. Tap on to the Create a New. Enter here HR Manager. It will capture automatic today's date. Tap. Where I go, there good. Because I created a lot of HR managers. Sorry, but then getting this. I'm tapping on, it will take. Come to the qualification. Targeted rating. You can give 100%. I did not get 5. You give the out of 1 is to 5 can give the fire rating or to achieve the target. Once he's joined roles and responsibility, we already given training related information. No use to give it. On body of them, and we already entered. I'm just giving it 2 minutes of time to people. Just check. Position request reasons. Hiring restrictions available. End date job, family profile job, this description. Location time worker, subtyper default schedule hours FTE. Body of the email qualifications. Just have it up onto the submit. I have an error under the qualification block. Let's find it. Where is the time? Because of this, 5 is getting an error. I know the numerical numbers. Sometimes it's not going to take. I just take it back for this fine numerical number. But if it is a live training, it is going to ask you to read the final rate. The HR manager that rating, you need to do according to your department requirements. Have to submit it. We successfully created it. HR manager job description. The ticket details you can able to find on here under the HRIS Organizational Supervisory Organization. Position name is an HR manager. Number of positions is to start date and end date. Family group details, job descriptions, roles and responsibilities. Location details, qualifications, skills, education, languages, certifications, work experience, compensation. The details, everything has been raised out on here. Now the request, when I submitted this request, it has been waiting into the HR recruiting manager packet. Once he has been approved, it will flow to the marketing teams. And as well it will go into flow to the HR level 1 and level 2. To start doing out calling to get the interview schedule according, have it up onto the tab under the staffing module under the position management. We can see HR manager job description has been available. It was throughput to the department and heads in the organization. Details and time has been captured on here. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.